is up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Joel. This is the Chop Shop Podcast. I got my co-hosts over here, Queen G and DJ Nesta over here.
What up? What's up? What's up?
What's cracking?
What's cracking, bro?
You guys doing good?
Yeah, how are you
Always.
guys?
Always, huh? Another one.
And another one.
DJ Khaled voice, you know?
Yeah.
Another one.
So check this out. For anybody who has not seen the show, anybody who is new to the show, I want to break it down for you like this, all right? The Chop Shop Podcast represents hustlers, go-getters. This represents people who are productive, people who have a hustle mind state, and it could be in any profession, whether it's sports, music, business. I'm talking, that's what this show represents. And our guest today, this guy, I've been following this guy for a very, very long time. I've always looked up to everything he's doing. He's a good dude, real estate agent, entrepreneur. We're talking family man. I'm going to throw that in there too. You know what I'm saying? So let's make some noise for Frank Vizcarra right here.
Yeah,
Frank the
Frank.
Tank.
Welcome, bro.
Tank.
Welcome.
Wow, well, what an introduction, man.
Hey,
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
Appreciate it, man.
If we got to start it off, we got to start off right. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you guys all for having me, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
no
sure,
problem,
brother.
man. No
Thanks for
problem.
coming.
Thanks for coming.
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Just grinding away, man. Just out here like you guys here, high
Yeah.
desert, just trying to make something happen up here. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's
Helping
right.
people around me, the family, the friends, whoever's around. We're just hustling, brother.
That's
That's
right.
what's up.
Love
Day,
it,
another
bro.
dollar.
I love
Yep.
it. I
Yep,
love it, man.
yep.
I'm just jumping to the most important question
Yeah,
right away.
let's do it. Let's do it.
What's up with the Lakers this year, bro? How far are we gonna
Whoa.
go? How far are we gonna go?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a question, like a business
know, right?
question or
Hey,
something, bro.
hey, from
You
one
caught me,
Laker,
you caught me off guard.
from one Laker fan to another, bro. Like this is religion right here.
Oh
This is
yeah,
religion.
no, for sure. I got that tatted on my leg too,
There,
bro.
see? Hey.
It's funny you said that right now. I was just looking at my phone before we started, and it says, "Oh, you're not gonna like this. Lakers lose by 40 points."
Ah.
You see LeBron and AD in the bench, just looking all sad. Yeah, that's when the wump.
Damn, bro.
So that's
Hey, well, you notice I got a Kobe jersey. I ain't got
Oh,
no LeBron.
snap. Hey, to the legend, bro.
That's
right.
Hey, you rest in peace.
Yeah, I had to ask that question, bro. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know you a big Laker fan.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm a Laker fan.
I don't know what's going on, bro. I mean, last year we made that mid in-season tournament, and then
first one.
we didn't even make it this year. It's crazy. So we got bounced from that. I mean, we're still like in 6th place in the West. Looks like last time I checked, but damn, it's tough, man. I think AD and Bron need some help because Bron's son ain't doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
he's G League right there. And
How about Connect?
Bronny. Connect's dope, man.
Connect's
That dude's gonna be
dope,
a
huh?
player for us.
Yes.
That dude's just hitting
Yes.
them threes, and I'm
makes
excited
me,
for him.
He makes me want to go out there in my driveway and start working on my
Right?
jumper, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I need to step my game up.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nah,
Connect's dope.
Dust the cobwebs off.
Oh, bro, my back went out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? Nah,
Yeah.
but so what we always like to do with this show with our guests, we always like to try to get the backstory. We like to try to get like from the beginning to where it
where
started
you're
to where it is now. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
this is your first time on the show. Hopefully this ain't the first
Yeah,
and
yeah,
last.
for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So
Yeah.
we really want to dive into it. Where are you originally from?
Right here in the desert, bro. Born and raised. I was born right here at St. Mary's in Apple Valley.
I knew it. he had the St. Mary's vibe. I knew
yeah.
it.
Was that where you're from too?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Born in
Okay.
St. Mary's, bro.
Nice, nice.
You know what I'm saying?
We got that
Labor and
connection.
delivery, you know what I'm saying?
Labor and delivery.
Yeah, no.
Cool thing about that too, my son, when we had him about almost 5 years ago in 2020, yeah, he was born there too, so I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And you know, I heard they're actually gonna be closing that down pretty soon, or they're selling it to some other company, so it's gonna be going away. No more St.
Yeah,
Mary's.
man. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors in that place, bro. I'm just trying to keep up with all of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I heard we're moving across by the bridge. I heard we're staying there. I don't
Man.
know, bro. You know what I mean?
We'll see what happens. But no, yeah, originally from the high desert, bro. Born and raised, born in Apple Valley. I was raised mostly in Hesperia. I went to Ranchero Middle, graduated from Sultana, and then yeah, I mean that's where my story started, really.
Yeah, off to the races from
Damn.
there.
And I mean, I see a lot what you guys are doing too. I mean, you guys are really doing so many good things in this community in the high desert. I mean, I love it. I mean, there's not a lot of people that are just repping the HD like you guys do and are actually doing positive things for people here. You
Yeah,
know,
we try.
and-
We try.
Yeah, we appreciate that, bro. And then that's why it's cool because, you know, we ain't the only ones doing that. I feel like people like you and people like, there's so many different people that's doing it. And I always like to shine light on everybody because, man, I feel like there's not enough of that in the high desert.
Right,
A lot
right.
of good, but there's not enough shine on the people who are contributing.
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy because even in our industry, the real estate industry, there's a lot of people that do shine too, but they like to keep it to themselves. They're selfish about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys see that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they get that success, and they get selfish with it. It's unfortunate. So
Wow.
we're trying to do things a little bit different, and we're trying to give back to people.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I rewind my story a little bit, or fast forward it from that point on too, I mean, just through high school, a little bit after high school, I was messing with 9-to-5s and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after the crash, like in '08 and stuff, it was tough for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone living off unemployment for 2-3 years and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
that's where my hustling mindset kind of grew with it. I was doing some stuff. I was selling some stuff I wasn't supposed to sell. I was selling some,
High desert stuff.
Yeah, high desert stuff. You know what I mean?
Who has it? Who has it?
I think my mama was selling high desert stuff at one time. Damn.
So I started messing with, remember the DVDs? Everyone was burning the DVDs.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
little hot
Yeah.
thing for a while.
The bootlegs.
So I started bootlegging DVDs, sat in the freaking parking lot of Walmart, freaking right before
Slaying 'em.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I
Slaying 'em.
mean? Making something, making some extra, whatever
That's
we can
dope.
make.
2 for $5. 2 for $5.
And right there, that's where I actually got addicted to actually working for myself, just doing that. You know what I mean? I want to sleep in, I'm gonna sleep in. You know what I mean? When I
Yeah.
get out, I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna do and still make mine.
Right.
So from there, just did that for a while. Still got some jobs in between, and then I want to say, what was it? Back around 2012, after that little time in life, I bought myself a hot dog cart. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make some money with this hot dog cart. You know what I mean? So I started posting up like an I Avenue, Bear Valley, just doing
Okay.
stuff like that. I got my little freaking taco cart too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was hustling with it.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting a little contract at the Victorville courthouse. I don't know if you guys ever got in trouble. You might have saw me up
I
at
was
the
over
courthouse.
there, bro.
I was over there every time, bro.
Yeah.
They know me by my
I
name.
had no money to
So
get
you
a
probably-
hot dog, but
you-
I probably seen you.
Shoot, so you guys probably got something for me.
Yeah.
Or saw me at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about the hot dog carts, bro, is that like a lot of people. I remember I even was thinking about doing that.
It's decent money.
And people make money, bro.
Yeah.
Doing that. You know what I mean?
Even up here.
Yeah, a lot of people start off doing that because
Right.
they make money and they invest in something else. That's a dope hustle. I was about to do that one time.
Hey, everybody likes the bacon wrap hot
Oh,
dogs.
yeah.
And it-
Mine weren't that good. I didn't get the bacon wrap stuff going on
Yeah.
because it was just like one of those steaming carts. But
Yeah.
But even those people, like every time we'll go to the game over
They
in
make
LA,
money, bro.
bro, they're all outside with the bacon wrap stuff. But
Jalapenos and onions.
but-
Oh, man.
And I always tell my girl, I'm like, oh, just freaking, let's go support them. Like, those are my
Yeah.
people over there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I know what they're doing. I know their hustle. So I respect all the food vendors, whether it's them or someone that went real far with their truck and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's dope. It's cool to see how far the food vending,
Yeah,
business
You,
is.
you know what videos I hate? I know you guys seen them too.
Oh, I already know what you're gonna
You
say.
know
I already
what I'm
what you're
talking
gonna say.
about.
Where they go and they dump all the food in the bags.
Yeah, and they're
Code
they're
enforcement.
they're messing with the
Yeah.
with the people that are doing the vending. That's
messed up.
It is messed
The
up.
one that they're hitting them and stuff like
Yeah.
that, that's
That's
pissing me off,
crazy.
too. That's
Yeah.
just
That's overboard.
Speaking
Yeah.
of honest living, you know what I mean? That's
That's
scandalous.
ridiculous.
But
I mean,
bro.
instead of they're like you said, they're making an honest living instead of doing criminal stuff,
Right.
stealing,
selling high desert stuff.
killing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna
It is
make a
what it-
shirt.
it is what it is.
We need to
The high
make a shirt
desert
that says
stuff.
high desert stuff
Yeah.
for sale.
I like it. I like it.
That's crazy, bro. No, so I want to go back to the beginning as well. So like, you said, you had the hustle and all that, but growing up as a kid, was there anybody around you that kind of inspired you, like as far as like entrepreneurship? Because I feel like some people are born with it, some people grow up seeing it, and then sometimes they kind of just learn as they go. How was that for you?
Yeah, that's a good question, bro. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, I was inspired. I mean, who inspired me was my my late uncle Miko. He was just a hustler, entrepreneur himself. He started opening restaurants when we were kids.
Oh wow.
He employed my parents, and I remember where I got the biggest inspiration too is when he dove into real estate. And I just saw his lifestyle.
Also, you saw it from the ground up.
Yeah,
going-
right. This
just
dude
progressing.
this dude just be pushing around buckets in the early late '90s, and dude had freaking 10 houses, the big freaking motorhome RVs, the
Yeah.
boats, the houses in Havasu, and I was like, man, I want that. I want that. You know what I mean? So, and I saw him. He got it through that real estate, through that vessel of real estate. So
Wow.
he's the one who pushed me on to, look into that.
So
path.
you were blessed because you were able to see these things at a young age.
Yeah.
And people don't understand, like, sometimes at a young age, we don't understand things, but sometimes they get cemented in our mind. So when you get older, you kind of are familiar with it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, people like that are important in your lives, bro.
Bro, it's freaking, you're a product of your environment sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, if I never saw that, I probably never would have been, even interested in real estate or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, and even just stuff like this show you guys are making about hustlers, entrepreneurs, like maybe some freaking 13-year-old kid might see this pod and boom, you're going to change that kid's life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
that's why I feel the backstory is important. Because people see the success side, but I feel like you become more of a fan of somebody when you hear the journey. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like when you hear the journey, then you're like, dang, I learned something about him. I'm gonna start rooting for him. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Yeah,
that's,
for sure.
That's super
Most
dope.
stuff.
So Frank the Tank. where did the name Frank the Tank come from?
There's a story behind that. Not because I'm a big dude or nothing, but
Sounds like you're a wrestler, bro.
Sound like a
Frank the
UFC
Tank.
fighter.
Damn.
oh shoot. Where I got that one from was you guys ever see that movie Old School?
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
The
Freaking dude gets freaking wasted.
Yeah, they're
and
partying.
You could ask anyone that used to hang out with me. I think you hung out with a couple. I think I chilled with you a couple times too back in the day. But dude, every time I drank, I would just get blitzed, blacked out, and
Did the whole streaking and everything?
I was the one streaking, bro.
Remember that?
I was the one streaking.
Follow me to the courtyard.
Yeah. My buddy Blue started freaking. We used to be into that movie too, and he's like, "Oh, there goes Frank the Tank."
Oh, that's a classic.
And then I started, when I started doing like business too, real estate and whatnot. I went by Frank. My real name's Francisco, first name. So,
Okay,
So I went by Frank for short. For them high desert peeps, keep it more appealing for them.
Yeah.
But that's where I got that name. So
It just stuck with you.
Yeah, good and bad though. You know what I mean? Because for a while there, I struggled with alcohol for a while. I sip now still, but there was just a point in my life to where I just became a deep alcoholic. I was blacking out 2-3 times a week. You know what I mean? And it was rough, bro. And
It's crazy.
Yes, it is.
there was a point in time I wasn't proud of that name, and but you know what? I ended up
You're overcoming it.
I overcame it. I got some help. I went to some outpatient rehab type deals and whatnot, and got some some therapy going, and a lot of us, you know what I mean, like a lot of Hispanics, we grow up. We don't do therapists. We don't go to counselors and stuff.
I didn't
you know
want
what I
to.
mean?
We were just talking about that last
Oh, are
episode.
you guys?
Yeah.
You know how the
okay.
machismo in the Hispanic culture is.
It's true,
Right.
though.
Usually it's freaking, we're happy, freaking, give me a freaking drink.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
sad, give me a drink. You know what I mean? And that's how I grew up. It's all over my family, and so that's how I coped with a lot of things. But yeah, I would say to anyone out there that struggles with anything, any culture background from getting therapy is great.
It
To
is.
this
It is.
day, I feel
It's
so
awesome,
much
bro.
better.
Yeah, I'm doing
did it too?
therapy. I'm doing therapy right now, man. And I
Nothing
love
wrong
it.
with it, man.
Yeah, I went to therapy. I went to rehab.
Okay.
I didn't have an alcohol problem, but I did drugs. So
Yeah, it's
it's
Same
a,
thing,
It's,
yeah.
it's a big help. You know what I mean? It's you learn a lot of stuff about yourself.
I think it's dope too because you can open up to somebody that doesn't know you,
Right, right.
that knows everything about you.
can't
Like,
judge you.
It's really just conversating with someone to like. It's kind of like they're just there to listen to you,
Right,
someone to
right.
vent to.
Yeah.
and then you get things out of that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's dope too, because then you see people that are like, damn, they're going through the same struggle as me. Like, I'm not alone. I'm not this
Yeah.
freaking piece of crap, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're all human. We all the same struggles.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's almost refreshing.
And
so.
a lot of counselors like that, they came from that background. You know what I mean?
You got the
At
drug
one
and
point,
alcohol
at one point, they were an addicts also, and they got sober, and
That's
then
true.
they became a therapist.
Right.
I mean, because when I went to rehab, all the counselors that were there, they actually attended that rehab.
Oh, really?
And then they became counselors.
Okay.
So I mean, it's cool.
Success
They-
story right there.
They understand where you're coming from, what you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good too, because it's hard to tell someone a story if they haven't been through it. So
Right.
like, when
Yeah.
you have those people around you too that actually went through the struggle, been through the battle, been through
Yeah.
that storm, and it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Definitely,
For sure,
definitely.
for
So,
sure.
so you said earlier, when you jumped into the real estate game, was real estate something that was natural or easy to you, or was it a challenge to get into? Because I feel like real estate isn't for everybody.
And it's not, man. It was both, bro. And that's gonna lead me to somewhere right now. I'll share some other stuff with you guys right now too, because not everybody wants to be a damn realtor. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's just where I chose to start. You know what I mean? It was tough for me because, man, people think it's all glitz and glamour. Oh, they do real estate. They got a nice car. Like,
Yeah, they don't see
oh,
the
they're on
hard work.
vacation.
They see their pictures on the
The nice
thing,
little
they look all
headshot.
suited, booted.
That's 15 years old.
Yeah, they
Looking
don't
nothing
even
like
look
their
like
headshot.
that.
Yeah.
they see the nice part and the luxury, but they don't see
behind the
all the
scenes.
work that
Yeah.
gets put into it to be in that
Right.
position.
Yeah, I mean, so anyone that gets into the real estate game, it's like, it's a lot of work. You're going from a 40-hour freaking work week probably to like a 60, 70, 80-hour work week.
Constant working.
You're working weekends. You're working after 5 when normal 9-to-5ers got to work. You're showing them houses after hours. They're off the weekends. You're working
You're
weekends
like on
too.
the
You know
call
what I mean?
too.
Yeah.
You're on the call all the time. You know what I
Basically,
mean?
right there. Yeah, you're on call. And
Wow.
I did that for a few years. And I even opened my own brokerage and whatnot. And I was just getting burnt out. I was like, man, like, doing 50
much.
deals a year, 60 deals a year. I'm like, do I want to continue to do this? I'm just like, I don't. So I had a little, little crossroads for myself, and then I started dabbling into investing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
realtor work is different from like the investing side. So the investing side, I went and invested into Ryan Pineda's program, and pretty much they'll teach you how to do all the investing stuff.
Yeah.
How to do wholesale, how to flip, and some
Yeah.
other crazy stuff like with creative financing and stuff. And so I just pretty much learned for about 2 years recently, and then past year or so started investing at a high level. So
Okay.
like right now we got about 8 flips going. We started doing some
Houses,
wholesales.
or is it just houses, or is it like business
Commercial.
units? The commercial.
Right now mainly houses. So
Okay.
I enjoy it too because we're getting a piece of crap house or whatever, we're getting under market value because it's so jacked
Yeah,
up, right?
yeah.
Get a construction crew up in there, get it rehab, make it look nice,
Remodel
and
it.
then- Yeah, remodel it,
Bring it
like,
up to
ju-
date.
just like the shows. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not
Bring it
as
up to
easy
date.
as that. A lot of crazier stuff happens behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
then we'll go and flip it. So each house we're averaging from like 70 to 100K.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to me, that was like, man, that's when my light bulb clicked. Because it's like, man, I'm going to be spending all this damn time with this buyer over here, showing them freaking 100 houses. They might not even close. They might go rent and, in the end or something.
Yeah.
So that just made more sense to me. And it was just like,
Yeah.
for me to make that kind of money, I'd have to work with like 15 or 20 buyers or
Yeah.
sellers. You know what I mean? So that's primarily what our doing. Our bread and butter has been fix and flipping, and then wholesaling too. So for the wholesale side too, you can, this is where we actually founded a Leveled Up Investments. We actually opened the business here in Apple Valley with my business partner Paul McLean. He came from the insurance side, and he ended up resigning from his post over there. He was intrigued with what I was doing, so he brought all of his marketing knowledge that he brought from that company, and we plugged it in over here.
Full time, huh?
Yeah. So what we're doing now is like we're inviting anyone that wants to learn the real estate game too, but doesn't want to be a realtor, doesn't want to freaking be getting dressed up, doesn't want to be showing houses on the weekend. And stuff.
Yeah.
Anyone could really do this. You know what I mean? And
That's
it's
interesting.
And
Yeah.
it's as simple as, you know what I mean? I'll explain wholesale in a real simple term, a real simple example. So it's as simple as, okay, you're finding out who wants to sell their house for cash because it's all jacked up, right? You get it under contract, let's just say for $200,000. And then, like, just say us right now, we have too many flips. We can't do another one at the moment just because,
Okay.
we're maxed out. So we'll get under contract for $200K, but I'm going to sell this to, Joel's for $220 because he wants to flip it. There's still a big enough spread. When he's done putting $50K into it, he can still go sell it for
400.
Yeah, 400 or whatever.
500
Yeah,
whatever.
and he makes
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So since I wholesaled that, I'm essentially just selling the contract.
To
I'm
somebody else.
assigning it, right, and I make a quick 20 G's.
That's
You know what I mean?
cool.
Yeah, that's
It's
dope.
that simple, you know what I mean? And you can do that from the comfort of your own home, you can
Yeah.
come in the office.
See,
and-
I think that's where it needs to go, into the public, is that how simplify things are now as far as
Right,
real
right.
estate and flipping and investing. See, I feel like when you start saying those words, the average person gets
right,
a
right.
little
Nervous.
sweat. They get
Yeah,
nervous. Like,
right. Like, what
but,
is that?
But like people like you guys can educate these people and let me like, no, look, it's
Simplify it.
not it's not what you think. It really is just this, and this.
Yeah, it's just the education.
Yeah,
Do you
know,
have
and like you
seminars
said,
to
yeah, we have
educate?
we have seminar. Well, we're gonna start having investor meetups maybe like once a month. But like anyone, like you guys tomorrow can say, hey, can we go join up with you guys? Plug into our stuff. We're building out a whole educational program with videos and everything. So
That's
you can
nice.
plug in.
Wow.
We're here to be support for anyone that wants to roll with us, and just because if they're successful, it's gonna help us grow too, and But we're just again giving back to the community over here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, is this what you imagine growing up being?
Never.
Or
Man.
what was it that you imagine? What was it that you wanted to be when you grew up?
Again, going back to like my uncle's freaking, inspiration. I just wanted to freaking
Be successful.
Make money.
Yeah, make money, and because I grew up poor as hell. You know what I mean? I was, my dad's from Mexico. I was getting deported. My mom really didn't work, and we just grew up on welfare. Got our free clothes every year before school and stuff.
That's
you know what I
right,
mean?
that's
And
right.
that was me. But to me, I'm not ashamed to say where I came from. I mean, I'm very grounded. I'm very humble, and I appreciate what I
Yeah,
got.
you can
right, you know what I
tell.
mean?
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, you can tell your humble beginnings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I always feel like, it's kind of like a pattern, the people who come from humble beginnings, eventually, they become successful. And a lot of that is because of that, because, they not saying like compare things like, oh, it was back then, but it's like, you got to reflect back then to, to realize what it was back then to where you are now.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
like
the
you said,
struggle,
humbles you.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people could get to their head. You know what I mean? Some,
And that goes back to I see a lot of people up here that are in the industry that were probably spoon fed their whole lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
Coming from families of
Had
wealth,
everything
whatever.
in their palm.
Yeah, and I feel like they don't have that desire to give it back. They just this is what it is, and that's what they expect. And if you ain't
Right.
here with me, that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
You
Even
suck.
some of these real estate brokerages up here and stuff too. All these realtors work for them, right? And they don't want to give them this education because why? Because they're gonna go make more money.
They're scared they're
not
gonna
gonna make them
over-
as much money
yeah.
anymore. You know what I mean? So,
like competition, like you know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah.
It's all
So
about
we're
the comp.
shaking things up here. We're shaking
That's
things
good.
up a little
That's
bit.
great.
Yeah, I've been
It's-
following your stuff for a minute, man, and that's what
Appreciate
I
it.
get out of that.
Same here with
Is-
your guys' stuff.
I'm like, man, like I like that because you guys are like more like open arms, like hey, like because
Sharing the info.
reality, there's enough money out there
Oh,
for
for
everybody.
sure, man. Look at where we're at. Freaking
Yeah.
there's millions of properties
Yeah.
out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the way I see it. I don't try to be like, and there is some people that just they want to guard their secrets. They don't want to show because they think they're making their competition. It shouldn't be that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? It
Share the
shouldn't be
tricks
that
of the
way.
trade. You mean?
Yeah.
So earlier you were talking about wholesale financing. Well, what's the difference between wholesale financing and creative finance?
Okay, creative finance.
Because I've been
cool
hearing
too.
that a
Yeah.
lot lately about creative finance.
If you guys should follow some people like on YouTube if you want to see more in depth to like Pace Morby and stuff. But essentially, sometimes like let's just say these people they don't have equity or they don't want to take an offer that's that low or whatever, right? But they bought like 10 years ago and they got an interest rate for like 3% or whatever. Just negotiate something with them to all right, hey, I want to buy your house, but how about,
With the seller?
right, yeah, directly with the seller. Yeah,
Okay.
and we'll tell them, hey, you don't really have equity or whatever, but you have a great interest rate. You have a low payment, $1,200 a month on your mortgage. How about I give you $5K and I'll take over your mortgage subject to. So
that's tight.
So title will still transfer. You're still the owner.
That's tight.
That's dope, right? So you
Yeah.
could buy a house. You don't have to have W-2s. You don't have to go
need
through the
that.
traditional process.
Background checks?
Yeah, I bought a couple houses
Credit.
up here just like
I
that.
need to do
Yeah,
that.
dude, it's dope.
Do they check credit with
They
that?
do. That you guys don't? Oh, see, that's even better.
They hear that?
Me, I have really bad credit.
And,
but
and so that's good for people
I
like
need to
you.
do
I
that,
mean,
bro.
I shot my credit for a while too, and I
Yeah.
mean, so I know how it goes. I mean, we all go through.
And you don't
know,
even need
times.
cash to sometimes you need cash
Bro,
down payment.
sometimes we're getting these houses for nothing down, dude. Like right now,
Is
we
there-
negotiate. Just you never know. People they go through divorces. People get
Yeah.
sick. People,
Right.
you never know what their
They
struggle
got to
is.
get rid of stuff.
Yeah,
Life
exactly.
happens.
They inherit something and
Yeah.
they don't want two mortgages. They just can't afford it. They don't want to lose it.
They
'cause-
sell it.
Yeah, like we negotiated one recently out in Minnesota. Beautiful home. It was like 2 years old, and the guy literally he's giving it to us. He's like, just take over my payments. I don't want to have a foreclosure on my record.
I just
we're
want,
moving to a
want
different
somebody
state.
to take over and keep paying
Yeah,
it.
right, and they're out there. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how much opportunities out there, but
Right.
you don't know
Good
what
to
you
know.
don't know.
Yeah, that's
Once you
crazy.
get educated,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
there's
you
so
start
many
spotting
many
them.
things out there. You know, you just got to do
Yeah.
your research.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm glad you guys invited me so I can
Shoot.
share some of
Yeah.
these things
I'm
with you
waiting
guys.
on the
Be
settlement.
be connected like this, bro.
Yeah,
Got
for
an
sure.
email.
Yeah.
And,
No,
a
yeah.
lot,
That'd be good.
and a lot of people do this part time. You know what I mean? They do it part time. I mean, from all walks of life. So it's
Yeah.
something you can do part time.
You know one thing about real estate, like I said, I'm kind of going back to the intimidation that people feel about real estate,
Right.
and I feel like, I feel like right away they think like, oh, I'm not smart enough though. Like you got to be super smart to be in real estate. I mean, yeah, of course you got to,
You gotta know
you
numbers.
got to know your knowledge and stuff like that. But really, I look at it like this: you got to have work ethic.
Yeah.
One main
Right.
thing.
Right.
Because
You gotta
right.
want it.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like to me, I feel like you were a guy that like, yeah, you might have been book smart and all that, but I feel like your work ethic was probably more valuable than anything.
Yeah, I think
right?
you're spot on right there, bro. I mean, like my pops taught me the work ethic. Growing up, I mean, he's probably the original Frank the Tank. That dude was always getting blitz and whatnot. But this
He
dude
was
this
Titanic.
Titanic, man.
Yeah.
This guy was crazy though. He's freaking up, getting blitzed. But what he did that I couldn't do. This dude's freaking still waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning going to work.
Yeah.
Still working.
Yeah, pops. Like,
Yeah.
You
I can't do that. I'm freaking in bed for like 3 days. Gatorade,
those
menudo.
guys, those guys are made from a different
Exactly. A whole
cloth.
different
Different
cloth.
cloth,
And I just don't think
I don't know
they make them
how.
like that
They
no
don't.
more.
No.
It's
I mean,
insane.
it's just how they were
I'm more like a
raised.
snuggie now. I'm not even a cloth. I'm like a snuggie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
No,
straight up.
It's just a responsibility. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you got to provide. So,
Uh-huh.
I mean, whether you get tore up or not, you got to go. You got to go to work the next day. You know what I mean? That's how I was raised.
That's how my
Yeah.
grandpa taught
You can
me too,
party
yeah.
and do all you want, but you better make sure you're at work the next day.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
If you can stay up all night and drink,
Yeah.
you can get up
Exactly.
early in the morning and go to
Yeah,
work.
and like I said, I'm gonna go back to the work ethic thing because like I've worked construction jobs, I worked at cement plants, you know, and the thing about what I noticed, there's a lot of guys like I'm an example of the cement plant. There would be guys in there that knew that plant inside out, bro, super smart, but they couldn't work for shit.
Really? Wow.
You
They
know what
were
I'm saying?
lazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lazy, or they just thought like, oh, they know it all. But
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, I would take my money. I would bet my money on the guy who I know is gonna bust his ass more than the guy that knows more.
Got it.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like
I
that.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
you
that.
want to know, but man, I'd rather count on that person that's gonna work. We're willing to do
Slave.
the extra,
Right,
Quality
right.
and quantity.
do the overtime, and put in
Yeah.
there and ask the questions. You know, not afraid to ask questions. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like that's how it is with the real estate game, and even just business overall. Like, you know what I mean?
Overall,
Like,
for sure.
Like you can have all the knowledge in the world, but what are you gonna do with that knowledge? Are you gonna
Right.
Are you gonna get up and grind when that, like you said, when everybody's asleep and
gotta
you're
be a
awake?
go-getter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to be a go-getter.
That's what separates the winners and the losers, like in every industry, really. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
right.
You have that knowledge, but you have the hustle though. You have the hustle mentality too to go out there and get it.
And you know what's crazy? Like we're around the same age, you know. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like growing up, you know, we looked up to people like the Kobe's and
Yeah,
the,
for
the,
sure.
the Michael
For
Jordans.
sure, we
and-
still do.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like I got Kobe jersey right now. He ain't even
Mamba
here no more.
mentality, we're
yeah,
still
like,
using
like that
that, you
Mamba
know?
mentality. Like we're fascinated
Right.
by that mentality still.
Yeah.
And I hope. Do you think the new generation is tapped into that, or do you think that they're kind of creating their own little?
Bro, they're on the tablets all
the-
day.
the-
I mean,
Entitlement.
they're not
tapping.
working.
They're
They're working.
literally
They're working
tapping.
their fingers, not their minds. You know what I'm saying?
The Riz generation, huh?
Yeah.
The skibbity toilet generation.
Yeah.
Yes,
The- the-
yes.
yeah, the drip.
The I can't write a check generation.
Hey, I don't know how to write a check
have you
either,
heard-
bro.
have you-
I mean,
Have you heard the dog water when the kids say that's dog
Oh,
water,
yeah.
bro? You heard
No.
dog water?
No.
Oh,
That's
bro.
gas.
Oh yeah, I heard
That's
gas.
gas.
Yeah, that's
Gas.
gas. Yeah.
You know, I just think this next generation, they're spoiled in a sense of like, all
They
right,
are.
Entitlement.
we're over here working our behinds, and they're growing up in the iPad era.
Yeah.
You know, they're just
Social media.
everything, the social media. They're living on that stuff. You know what I mean? So I just think it's up to us as like parents and business leaders. We gotta show them that too. And
Guide
them.
I'm glad you said that too, because like I go to all these big conferences and stuff too, and you know that help me get better and stuff. And the last one I went to, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start taking my kids to this when they're about 13 or so. Get them around that
Yeah.
while they're younger too, so they see the success.
interested.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So just to inspire them, because we can't just leave them on their tablets all the time, or
Right.
get outside, or you know what I mean. So
Kick a ball. or
there's
something.
hope, but it's up to us.
That's true.
To lead 'em,
Yeah,
you know
because
what I
we're the
mean?
ones. We're the ones that's guiding this generation.
Right.
With
So-
example.
But and so.
Cause
you
remember
know-
us when we grew up, we were freaking.
Oh,
we were doing freaking stinky leg. Like,
Oh
what
yeah,
the,
we
what
were
was our
stinking
generation?
leg and you're a jerk. You know, we're doing the jerk.
Man,
I was crip walking when I wasn't a crip. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just all
Man.
bad.
Sea walking. I'm not even in the ocean.
Yeah,
I'm not even in the ocean. I'm sea walking.
oh man.
sea walking.
I think my generation was the best because no face, no case. We didn't have social media.
She said no face, no
They were
case.
writing letters to each
Damn,
other.
we were-
Damn, they were
Yeah,
plain
yeah.
face. They had no expressions or nothing.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
jealous about
pagers.
that. I'm jealous. That's crazy.
Damn,
I
pagers.
forget about that. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
only 10 years older than them, though.
man.
What about the chirps? You mean
Oh, hey,
chirps?
The next tell.
Chirps. The
Hey,
next
but
tell.
hey,
yeah,
once
yeah.
again, high desert stuff. That's the reason
Yes,
why we had
the
chirps.
Chirps.
Yeah.
The chirps.
High desert
Can you hear me
stuff.
now? Yeah, I can.
I'm not
High
getting
desert
into
stuff.
details though. I ain't getting into details. How much do you think social media has made an impact in real estate?
Oh, to me, it's freaking like 75% of it. 'Cause
Wow.
I mean, you see
That's
all of us.
crazy.
We're all on our phone, right? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're constantly scrolling. So it's like, you know, you post stuff to generate business. You know what I mean? The days of like going and spending money on ads or commercials, that's gone. Like
Yeah.
to me, like you said earlier, turn that TV off.
Turn the TV off.
The TV's off now. You know what I mean?
It is.
I mean,
That's old
social
school.
media is where it's at. I mean,
Everything's on social media.
I see you guys all
Everything.
over the place there too.
pros and
Right.
cons.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
man. And you know, like I said, like our age, we were like in between. We were in between the old
Right,
school
right.
to the
And
new.
new
So I
school.
feel like we're in
Yeah.
the middle. So like even this new generation of social media and all that, it's new to us. Like I feel like I'm learning it.
Yeah,
still.
it's moving so fast
It
too,
is,
bro.
and
It's
these kids are
every
grown.
day.
They're teaching it in TK right now to these
Yeah.
kids. I'm like, damn.
It's
You know what I'm
insane,
saying?
man. My son's like 4.5. He's over here freaking making crazy video
TikTok
edits. Man, how
videos,
the hell are you
yeah.
doing that?
Yeah, I
bro?
guess my
Like,
twins have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like, how the hell? You don't
That's
even know how to. You don't even know how to count to 1,000.
That's
How do you have 1,000
crazy.
subscribers?
I think I got like 200 on freaking YouTube. not even 1,000. That's dope.
I know. I don't even want to say, Mom. I'm like,
Man.
damn. I hit him up at night. Hey, so how did you get 1,000 though? For real?
You guys got to get him on the chop shop and bring some more followers.
They
I
want to
know.
get on, bro.
I know, like my grandbaby.
And
would
you
be
watch,
dope.
and you watch. The day we
That'll
put
be
them
dope.
on, we're gonna go viral. Watch.
Watch, yeah.
I already know.
Right?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, God damn, go to bed. No.
Yeah. The twins over here, Elena
Hey,
right here,
hey.
and Ariel right there.
There you go.
I think it's that time.
What's up?
Shots fired.
Ooh, okay,
Shots fired.
All right, let's do some shots fired. All right. Nesto, hey, was your throat getting a little dry right now? Or
Yeah,
what?
it's, I'm choking up right now.
okay.
Trying to get
I
warm.
need a little lubricant.
But let Frank know. Let Frank know.
How does this work? How does
What
this work?
shots fired
Shots
is?
fired, bro. We get a shot if you like. If you don't, that's fine. You just go on there and you give a shout out to anything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To your peoples.
Anything, anybody.
Anything that you made successful with. Anything.
Our show, we try to make it like a positive show, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And you know
yeah.
when you hear shots fired, it's usually like.
Right. Beach, yeah.
So we're trying to flip it and make shots fired be something positive.
Okay,
so,
I like that. I like that.
So we're gonna take a
that's
shot.
got to be a shirt too, bro.
Yeah. So whatever it could be anything you want to take a shot for. It could be because you woke up this morning. It could be
Okay.
because
Whatever you're
Okay.
thankful for.
whatever
Got
it is,
it,
whatever
got
it is
it.
you're feeling,
Okay.
take a shot for it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So Nesto, whoever wants to.
I'll see you guys go first. That way I can see how you guys are rolling
Okay.
with it.
All right.
What do
What do you want? What do you want? You want?
I'll take that Tennessee honey over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
I got a
that's what I
sweet
get.
tooth.
Yeah, man. You know, who got the crown? You're getting the crown?
No, I did.
Oh,
For the queen.
Oh, the queen G. My bad.
Man, if I would have known, I would have brought you guys a bottle as a gift.
Yeah,
This
there
was
we
going
go.
down, but
Yeah, man.
I brought you guys some merch though. That's for you guys.
Yes.
That's for you
And
guys.
we're gonna get into that right now. We're gonna start talking
Yes.
about what it is, and because I feel like we're gonna be seeing a lot of that because I've been seeing that everywhere.
Dope. That's
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
That's cool to hear.
whatever it is you guys are doing, it's working.
Okay.
Let's talk about that, bro. So this is Level Up. What is this?
Yeah, Leveled Up Investments.
Dope,
So,
dope.
so we have Leveled Up Real Estate Group, which is for our realtors. We got Leveled Up Loans for lenders, but then we got Leveled Up Investments for people who want to make some money in real estate, but they don't want to go through the licensing process. They don't want to go through schooling. They don't want to be getting dressed up. I love working on this side because I need my Nike freaking.
You could be
Come
yourself.
Tech all day. But yeah, be yourself exactly. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Like, so we have a little something for everybody. But so we're gonna have something that's plug and play. So I mean, whoever's interested and if they want to reach out to us, hit me up, shoot me a DM.
Now, Level Up in investments. That's not just here. Is it other places? Because I've seen this. I feel like I've seen and heard this.
Yeah,
before.
well, my buddy Paul founded the Leveled Up like branding and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
He started up Leveled Up Life, which is more like faith based. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're teaching like faith values.
Dope.
Okay.
And then he started Leveled Up Health Center. So you guys should go check that out too. It's like he brought the first hyperbaric oxygen chamber to the high desert.
Nice.
Oh, it's up in the high
Yeah,
desert.
you ever heard Napa Valley at the office?
I've
Oh,
seen
wow.
that.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
so it's pretty cool. So if you have any ailments or whatever, what it does essentially, it injects oxygen into your body like on a pressurized rate, and so
Yeah.
you have a lot of oxygen. Anything you have, it'll help you heal.
So like if you have
Naturally.
like a
Yeah.
cancer, if you have cancer or like anything like
Bro.
that, it helps with that.
Yeah.
I
That's
know a
crazy.
friend of
Yeah.
mine does. He goes to one of those for his because he's diabetic.
Oh,
And for
okay.
his foot.
Yeah, and it's affordable too. It's like
Wow.
they have a subscription. I think it's like $4.95 a month or something. You go 2 times a week, something like that. Don't quote me, but it's
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
But I've researched them before. If you
That's
look,
worth it.
The closest one down the hill, it's like $5 a session.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're making it affordable. And
Yeah.
speaking of the cancer, they're doing something really cool with that too, because the story behind that, what they even got in the first place, his daughter, she got really sick with like lung cancer. It was like stage 4, and it wasn't looking good. And so they were going through the chemo and everything, but they researched all this and they started taking her somewhere in Orange County for these chambers, and
So he bought his own?
It helped her heal, like, between God and that chamber they feel, it really helped her heal. Like, even the doctor was like, man, she's the first girl that didn't lose her hair through, through chemo. You know what I mean? And she's cancer free, bro.
Right.
She's cancer free to this
Nice.
day. So,
Nice.
and so what they're doing too for the high desert community, or actually anywhere in SoCal, really, I think, or is it I think it's high desert community. Anyone that's under the age of 18, if they're they're a kid and they have a cancer, they're gonna let them use it for free.
Oh, nice.
That's
Wow.
dope.
So that's really dope.
Wow, that's really
That
awesome.
is dope.
That's cool.
Well, man, I know what my shot's for then. You know what I'm saying?
Knowledge is power.
It
Yeah.
definitely,
Go
definitely.
ahead, Joel. Go ahead.
You know what? Since we brought up about that and cancer, my shot is for my mom, and because my mom has been going through her journey with cancer, the colon cancer, and she's been doing amazing with it.
Okay.
Same thing. She didn't lose no hair, bro.
Wow.
Like I feel like
Wow.
the cancer thing has come a long way.
Okay.
Medically from what it did back then.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
so many
And it's
things
a
that
lot
can
of
help.
because of what you said, like
Yeah.
things like that.
Is she using a chamber right now?
No, but
Get her over there, bro. Is she
I
local?
want to get her in that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I'll text you the link. You can
Yeah,
research
please,
and check it all
please.
yourself. That's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
proud of her, man. I'm really proud of her. She's doing
Yeah.
really well. And the journey ain't over, but she's been. So
fighter,
my shot is
Fighter.
going out to moms. You know what I'm saying for just being a soldier, man. You know what I mean? For sure.
Your moms.
Well, mine, for my family, my Chop Shop family, for the Chop Shop
Hey.
wifey,
Hey.
everybody that's coming along, and for HD Elite.
That's right. HD
Love it.
Elite.
Love it.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yep.
All right. My shout outs for my parents. You know what I
Okay.
mean? If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the person that I am. So
right.
my shout out goes to them.
Dope.
Love it. That's right. You know what? My shot goes out to all you guys.
Oh,
To all you
dope.
guys. Chop Stop
Appreciate it,
Shopper
bro.
here, man. You guys are inspiring. Actually, I mean, just seeing you guys have actually inspired me to get my pod going. I didn't tell you that little nugget earlier.
Dope, man. Yo,
Yeah.
we're gonna
I
get
seen-
into that right now.
I seen it, bro.
You
I
know,
seen-
and just all this other stuff you guys do in this community, the backpack thing, I see all the stuff you guys
Yeah.
are doing to give back. It's amazing.
Appreciate
And
that,
appreciate
man.
it,
You
bro.
guys make me want to give back to my community too.
Yeah.
So do you
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Salute.
Yeah. Salute.
Salute. That's it though. We don't want Frank the Tank to come out. Though.
Yeah. No, yeah, you don't want to streak down Old Town Victor.
You don't want him to say,
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Heck no.
Nah, because I'll go streaky with you too.
Yeah, you know what too? Like I want to
Maybe once a year. Once a year. Twice.
Only when it's cold.
It's the holidays. It's the holidays, guys. The holidays.
no face, no case.
No, but you know what though? Like,
Damn.
But I want to give you a lot of love too because some of our events you've even donated to some of our events.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like you will.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, and you always, anytime I hit you up, you were always quick to respond, and people like that are rare,
Yeah.
especially in business.
with you,
or
bro,
when you're
yeah.
trying to make a movement, because usually people just kind of just brush everything off.
Bro, I tried to, when I was first getting in the industry, I tried to reach out to dudes that are doing better than me. I get left on red.
Right.
They don't get back to me.
Right.
And I was persistent with all. I hit them, 5 different times. Like, and now they see me. Now they're like, "Oh, what's up, Ring? How's it going?" I'm like, "What's
Yeah.
up, man?" I
Yeah.
remember
What
you
happened, what happened when I hit you up?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I remember how that felt, and no matter where I go or how where I go in life or business, I never want to forget about the little guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Level Up group, right? And you guys have recently did an event, and was it like a mixer, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was a mixer. Just that one was for really anyone in the real estate industry doing real estate stuff, just realtors or lenders. We wanted to show them that, hey, there's a whole other side of real estate. All that stuff that I was explaining to you guys.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't know about that. They don't.
Right.
They just
Yeah.
think, all right, I'm working with a buyer or seller. And then especially right now in times like right now, it's been
hard.
slow.
It's hard.
Interest rates 7-8%. A lot of them are freaking slow right now. A lot of them are dropping out of the industry. A lot of
Wow.
them have to get jobs just because they feed
Your
their
regular
family.
8 to 5.
Yeah. So when I like to use the analogy, that event we had, it's like, let's just say you're in construction and you're a painter or you do drywall. Why not try to get that extra knowledge to do a lot more
Yeah.
stuff? Be that GC, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be that general contractor and make more money, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's how real estate could work too. So that's what that event was for. And then here in, coming,
Would you
near-
say
near
it was?
future-
Would you say it was overall success? that
yeah,
event?
yeah, for sure. We got a lot of good people there. We got a few people moving over with us. They were really, really intrigued with what we were doing. So it was
That's
a
cool.
success. And to me, I was like, hey, if it helps one person, cool.
See,
Mission
I
accomplished.
like that, bro. I like
Yeah.
that people like you and even our guy Rafa over here,
Yes.
he threw a dope event, and just to see, because we lived in High Desert our whole life,
Yeah.
and I feel like things like that is changing
Right.
everything out here.
Yeah.
More like mixer.
Lifting us all up.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
we talk about this all the time. I feel like back then, competition was a real thing. Now I feel like it ain't. Competition's kind of dead now.
Right.
It's more
all
about
here to help
collaborating.
Yeah.
here to help each other.
So like
Exactly.
doing events like that and get to know each other and using each other's resources, using each other's connects. That's the way to do it, right?
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Like-
and it's
It
not
is.
even that. I mean, that also helps people that haven't been known to get known. I
Right,
mean, a
right.
chance for them to come out, introduce themselves. You know, the business, what they do. I mean,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
a cool.
showing how network, how to collaborate.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Yeah.
let's be frank, bro. Podcast.
No punchline on it.
Yes, yeah. You know, when did you decide, like, man, this is what I want to do? What's the vision for Let's Be Frank podcast? Because I've been checking it out and it's dope, and I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
dope.
and
It's
I feel
dope.
like it's well needed out here in the high desert from that perspective,
Yeah.
from people
okay.
like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I saw your guys' stuff going on.
Oh,
that
dope.
inspired me. As I was,
Yeah.
I want to do something too. You know what I mean? My buddy has one going too, but like you guys are like the one that I saw that pushed me over the hump a little bit. I guess. You know what I mean? Been wanting to do it for a while. I was like, all right, hey, if they could do it, I could do it too. Let me
Right.
get my budding gear. Stop making excuses.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know.
Was it something you kind of always wanted to do?
Yeah, man. Just like because I see how you guys do. You guys are just having fun with this,
Right.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
showing a different side.
Yeah.
right. And it kind of reminds me of like, shoot, you guys watch the Budden podcast, Joe Budden?
Yes.
Joe Budden?
Yeah,
I
like
watch it all the
that.
time.
Like they just have fun with it. I
Yeah, they
love
just
that. I
chill.
was like,
They
yeah,
just
let's
act
just
normal.
talk.
Yeah,
Right.
you know
let's
what's
just talk.
crazy is the shows that inspired me was Joe Budden, of course,
yeah.
and Drink Champs.
Drink
Oh,
Champs.
nice,
You ever watch
nice.
Drink
Yeah, that
Champs?
one's tight too.
Yeah, like those are the ones I'm like, see, like that's what we
Yeah.
do. We do
Right.
that on the when we
The
hang out
normal, right,
anyways.
right, exactly.
Might
Yeah,
as well
yeah,
like
yeah.
showcase
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Like let's try to inspire people
Right.
while we do it.
Yeah, well,
know.
you guys are inspiring. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I love it, man. I love what you're doing. What's the vision? What type of topics is going to be on? Let's be frank podcast.
It's just gonna be a wide range. Like I said, I want to just have fun with it. We're gonna do the education and stuff too. I'll talk about what I did earlier, maybe more in depth and stuff to have some stuff for people to learn, be aware that hey, it's actually out here. But I want to have fun with it too.
Dope.
I want to talk sports. I want to talk
Yeah.
Everything,
music,
a bit
politics.
of everything, a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Politics, religion,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever's
Just
out
have
there in
fun.
the world.
Yeah.
Just have fun with it. That's my goal with it. And I mean, I'm not really doing it to get famous and like that. I just want to have fun with it. And hey, you know what? Again, if it reaches people here in the high desert, cool. Mission accomplished. If it goes beyond that, awesome.
Even
you know?
better, even
And
better.
the way I was got stuff too, it's like, hey, wherever God wants to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I let him work through me, whatever His will is. Let's go.
Let's
You know what I
go.
mean? Let's
That's
go.
right.
Well, you have our support, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Like,
you guys.
we
Appreciate
always
you
say
guys.
that. Like, we always say, like, when you become a guest on our show,
Your family.
you become
family.
family
I feel
now.
like family now.
Yeah.
It's all warm
You know what I'm
inside.
saying? It's
Yeah.
like,
Maybe
like,
it's a shot, but
Me too, bro. What would your advice be to somebody that wants to, start off on that, like after your steps?
for the wholesaling and stuff.
Yeah, just to get in that business.
Yeah, shoot me a DM and then hop on one of our Zooms or come check out the office, come to one of our meetings and stuff, and just look at see what we're doing and see if it's something you'd be interested in. And go from there.
Right.
There's so
¿Y
many
se
different
habla
avenues.
español?
Sí sabes poquito,
Más
but
poquito.
Poquito's better than nothing.
yeah, I understand more than I speak, but
It's all
yeah,
good.
I need to learn more. But
Hey, you don't come more to the show, bro.
Yeah.
the bad part is like when I'm at Vallarta or something, freaking, they come to me, they ask me a whole thing in Spanish, and I
You're
can't
like,
respond.
huh?
I'm like, ah. They look at me in disgust. I'm like, I'm sorry.
You need to get you need to get those translator.
Oh, yeah, I saw
headphones, bro.
those.
You
yeah,
need
they
to
give
some of
you that
those.
stank face, her like,
Yeah.
This guy,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy
yeah.
doesn't even want to help us.
this
Freaking-
fool.
No, that's what my kids do.
Pocho.
They're
Pocho. They call me Pocho and all
Yeah.
my hardcore Mexican friends. But,
Pocho?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit,
but
there you
I like
go.
the headphone deals. I'm gonna give me some of those.
Get some of
every,
those,
every
bro.
time I go in there, I'll
Get some
feel
of those,
better.
you know what I
There you
mean?
go.
Yeah.
If they don't, if they come and ask questions, you know exactly what
Yeah.
they're talking
Yeah.
about.
So you know one thing about you, man. Like when I follow your stuff, you always got something going on. You're always productive. You got some, and then I'm like, dang, but you're also a family man too.
Yeah, man.
How do you balance the family life with all of what you got going on? And because you know how it is when you got goals,
Right,
and you're
right.
determined, and like you said, you're a hustler. How do you balance that and still being tapped in, being the
With your family.
family guy? How do you do that?
I mean, what I learned, I was all over the place for a long time too. It took me a while to get real structured, but in the best way. I learned from just other people that I've been watching and following and took their advice. But for me, what's worked for me is the best way is structure your day. Like to me, getting up 5 or 6, get a workout in, get ready, go to the office, and when you're at the office or your job or whatever it is, you be intentional with that. That time there is for working. Like hey.
Sounds like
babe,
me,
you're at
bro.
home. You're at home. Hi during lunch, whatever. I love you, but like,
Work
this
is
is
work.
my work time,
Exactly.
right? And then, just be intentional with it. Like, you're not going to be at work. I don't want to be there to make friends. I don't want to be there to BS. Say, hey, we're going to be cool. We're going to laugh, but we're working on stuff too. But hey, let's get stuff done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After that, I try to, about 5 or 6. Sometimes I'll leave earlier. 4. Just depends how my week's going. But when I'm done there, I want to disconnect and be there with my family.
Yeah.
I mean, be there when I'm at home. I'm at home. I'm chilling with my kids.
Now,
my girl.
now, do you ever have these moments, bro? I struggle with this sometimes. Like when you had a hell of a day. You know what I'm talking about? When you have one of those days. When there's a lot going on, a lot of things going wrong, a lot of things going right. It's a roller coaster every day, right? And you get home. Do you ever have those moments where you have to unwind a little bit?
Oh, for sure, all the time.
Really? How do you?
Yeah. So I'm just, hey, let me get home, get myself a drink. Tell my girl, just give me about 30 minutes, an hour. I'm gonna put my, my game on, whatever, Lakers, whoever's playing, and just I need
Chillax.
I need some peace to unwind because it was a crazy day.
Yeah.
Once I'm unwound, all right, you guys got me now. Until about 10 or 11,
and
whatever.
your family is supportive of that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assume,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? 'Cause they know, like, man, he because sometimes you come in and they're ready to.
Oh yeah.
They want dad mode.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but you're like.
Well, because they don't want
Yeah.
Frank the Tank to come out. That's why.
they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I just try to tell them, hey, just hey, we got a good thing going. Just be thankful. I could be working graveyard right now. You know, what
I could be
mean?
not home.
Exactly. I could be, freaking. A lot of dudes are shipped out,
Oh,
freaking,
yeah, man.
for weeks at a time and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just tell them to count the blessings of where we're at, and they're
That's
usually good
dope.
about it, and they understand. They're
That's dope.
supportive.
That's awesome.
So you bring, and I heard you speak about it earlier about like teaching people, well, not teaching people, but speaking about faith and all that. So how do you? I feel like that has to be a balance too.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
And as far as that with business, like how do you? Because let's be real, like business hustlers, we gotta be cutthroat.
Oh yeah,
sometimes
for sure.
You know what
to
I
the
mean?
point.
How do you ever have like your faith and your beliefs and intertwine with your business?
Not too much, because it goes back to even like what you said, like, hey, you know what, are you going to be here, are you going to work, or those people you're going to invest more time into, and anyone else that's around that, hey, they could be smart as heck too, but if they're not hustling, not putting the time, well, guess what, I'm not going to invest into you then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
You're
that's
wasting
just,
my time.
exactly. So that's the way I look at it. But with the faith though, man, it's been everything, bro. Like, I mean, I've always had a relationship with God, but I really found God, I want to say last year. Went through a really tough year, had some stuff go down personally, and it was just, relapsed a little bit. But, my buddy Paul just told me, he showed me some stuff, some scripture. You got to walk in faith. As bad as things seem sometimes,
Yeah.
you got to walk in faith. And when I got past that storm, I realized it, and it still clicks to me to this day. I walk in faith. God will always provide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether we're low on finances, whether there's drama
He'll
at the
be
house.
always be there for you.
It always kicks in at the right
Yeah.
time. huh?
Yeah, he never let you down.
Right.
Yeah.
If he could feed the birds in the fields, what else can he do for us?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. That one verse. Yeah,
I
for
use
sure.
that a lot.
See,
I think about
that's dope. That you're not ashamed to
Not at all.
to speak about that. Like I said, intertwine with your business, or like you
Yeah.
say, your podcast and all
Right,
that.
right.
Like, because everybody has their beliefs, everybody has their religion,
and you respect it.
and I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I always feel like whatever makes you a better person. It could be Catholic, Christian,
Right,
Jehovah,
right.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you a better person at the end of
Yeah.
the day, I'm all for it.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? And that's a slippery slope sometimes
Uh-huh.
when people want to speak about that,
Right.
and then they want to be like, ooh, like I said, they get edgy. It's like, man, you gotta get edgy. It's just a way of life. Some people are all about it. Some people ain't.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
No, for sure.
And that's dope that because I watch all your stuff, man.
Yeah.
And I like how I know you attend God's House Church.
Yeah, I think I saw you guys this last weekend.
We
Actually.
were
I was
there.
gonna say what's up, but you guys were getting.
That's where my daughter goes.
We were
bombarded.
there.
I was all.
Yeah, I told my wife, I was like, man, Frank goes here too. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Did you guys like it?
I did, bro.
Dope spot, huh?
I really did.
Yeah.
See, I known Pastor Brand since I was in.
Oh, you have?
Since
okay.
junior high.
Oh, nice. I've
So-
only known him for a couple years.
And I love what he's doing.
yeah.
See, he's
yeah.
going to be a
Real-
guest
real,
on
real
here
dude.
soon.
Oh, nice.
And,
okay.
and that's why I'm kind of like, man, like I said, we got to shine. We got to showcase
Yeah,
these people because
right.
they're changing
Yes.
things.
Uh-huh.
How many churches have we been to growing up? A million, like
A
so
lot,
many,
a
right?
lot, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just a different experience. When I
Yeah.
went there, I really enjoyed it, bro. I really did, and I look forward to attend more and maybe get involved.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
it's a great thing they got going there, man. And I mean, they're giving back to this high desert in a huge way.
In a huge way.
You know, I'm not talking about in any other churches. Every congregation
Right.
got their good thing going. I like this one because it's more, you know, it's more of our age group. We can
Right.
relate on a lot of different things. You know what I mean? So it's good for a lot of people. Maybe it's not for everybody, but for a lot of people, it's good. And God's working through them. Freaking Branimir, bro.
Yeah.
That dude's freaking anointed to deliver
Yeah.
the words, and he's a
it's
good guy.
You know what I got out of it? Like I said, we lived here our whole lives, and this is one of the first times I've seen people excited about church.
Yeah,
or talking
man.
about it like it's like,
Yeah.
oh God, and I'm like,
It's
damn.
crazy.
And I'm thinking, man, how come I haven't been there yet?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
straight high desert. Like you
Right,
can't get more high
right,
desert than me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of
Yeah,
like, you know
yeah.
what? Like I want to go check it out. You know,
Uh-huh.
Pastor Brand's been my homie for years,
It's
bro.
crazy, small world.
And I'm glad that I went there and we enjoyed it, bro. We really
That's
did.
cool.
We really did. And I'm
That's what's
glad
up.
that, like you said, you're not ashamed to talk about it and go about it being a businessman. Because, like I said, a lot of people think business people are cutthroat. They're ruthless.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
They step on you when you're
Uh-huh.
down, like they greedy.
There's a lot of them out there like that.
There is.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
There
But,
is.
You know, I think those people are just in it for themselves. They're in it for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? I think the reasons, you know, we're starting to grow very fast too is because we're in it for, you know, the right reasons. Like we're here
Yeah.
to serve. I'm not here to look at these people like, hey, come work with us so you can make me money. No, I want to serve
Yeah.
and give you a new tool so that'll help you
Teach.
in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know that'll come back to us, you know, one way
Yeah.
or another. And that's the way we approach it. So
Is there any business that you are interested in that you haven't tapped into yet that catches your eye, like that you're curious about, that you would want to like kind of dive
Pursue.
pursue?
not at the moment, but one business that I was involved with for about a year that I want to get back to eventually, I had some fun with was I was a part owner in a body shop.
Oh,
a couple
okay.
years ago.
Nice.
That was fun. I mean, I love cars
That's
too.
that's
so.
my roots. My dad rest
Oh,
in
really?
peace.
Okay,
My
maybe-
dad rest in peace. You know what I mean? He was
in peace.
well, you know, my cousin Katrina's here.
Yeah.
And we come from that. Like our grandpa
okay.
our
They're all
grandpa
body men.
Oh, really?
Our
Okay,
grandpa
small
our
world.
grandpa was one of the first auto body men in the high desert.
Wow.
He had one
really?
of the first auto body shops in
Crazy.
the high desert.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's crazy that you said
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
bro.
So maybe we might have to link up on that and collab
Yeah,
on something like that later
for
on.
sure.
'Cause
I
I helped
got-
build them from the ground
I have
up.
tools
The
in my garage,
history.
bro.
All
if you
right,
need
all
'em.
right. It's a good industry, man. It's shoot, I just had fun with it, bro, and we built it from the ground up. And
Sick.
the only reason I walked away, man, without getting too much in the detail, in case they see this.
It was just bumping heads.
Yeah, just there was 3 partners, and when there's more than I think a couple and stuff doesn't align, it gets
It gets
gets
hectic.
tough. It
It
gets
gets
tough.
hectic.
I'll say that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but it was cool. We all had a mutual splitting. We actually all sold our shares to. It was a franchise, so we all ended up selling our
Shares,
stakes to
yeah.
a different owner from a different shop down the hill. And,
That's
you
cool.
know,
Is that something you would want to try again?
Oh,
to
for
get,
sure, yeah, yeah,
Man,
mhm.
you know, I love the West Coast customs, and I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
that's
imagine
tight,
getting
too.
into that
Right.
business.
right.
That's crazy.
All
Uh-huh.
custom. I'm a mechanic, so I mean that's all I do.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Growing up, my dad, he was an auto body,
Okay.
worker, of course, and he used to tell me all the time. He goes, one thing about auto body is that you can't hide it. You can't hide
Nope.
the work.
Mm.
Mechanics
Right.
can say they worked on your engines and that. And
Whoa, whoa.
That makes sense.
I mean,
Whoa,
Did you really change the oil?
Oh,
Dang.
shit.
no, but he knows,
bro.
but he knows that there's a lot of crooked mechanics out
Yeah.
there.
There is.
Right.
There
He
is.
can't act like there ain't.
There
You know what
is.
I'm saying?
I work for a dealer, so I mean
Ah.
everything is paperwork. Everything
But,
is
but,
trade.
but let's be
okay.
real. If you painted a car,
Oh, you get spotted.
you can't
Right,
say
right.
I didn't paint. I paint the car and you
Yeah.
didn't.
Right.
My dad says, he goes, that's one thing about auto bodies that
We
you have-
wrapped it.
You have to show your work.
We
I like
wrapped
that.
it. We didn't paint it. We wrapped it.
Yeah,
Crazy.
like you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And I always thought about it. That's true. You can't hide your work with
Right.
auto body.
Right.
I'll tell you what, bro. I
Right.
mean, the few things that jobs that they're always gonna have work is medical.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
People are always gonna need their cars painted,
And cars.
and people are always gonna want to get their cars fixed.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's
And
constant.
housing.
and housing,
Everyone's
and,
gotta live somewhere
and
too.
housing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
housing.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
for sure.
But everything else, I mean, it's not guaranteed. I mean, it's not.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait till you guys get that because when I get my '87 Monte Carlo
There you go.
and my '68 Impala,
There you
shoot.
go. And I think a cool hybrid shop between like West Coast custom types work for some custom stuff.
That'd be
But
tight.
also what got me excited about the when we were there is those insurance checks roll in, man.
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
insurance
All
checks roll
the
in.
time, bro.
That was exciting, but
All the time. And you get with
we'll have to collab on something, man.
Yeah.
yeah, you get dealer, and then you get all the dealer work.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
because
too.
I see that all the time,
Yeah.
bro.
Mhm.
All the time. There's a lot damage.
Oh yeah.
Got a lot of damage.
Dang.
Yeah. So what would be some advice, knowing what you know now, us being in our 30s, you know, and like 'cause there's a lot of young couples out there who are beginning to start their
Right.
their lives financially, you know, everything as far as like business or with their money. Knowing what you know now, what would be some of your advice for a new couple that investing money or putting, you know, in a smart way? What would be some of your advice for that new couple starting their lives together?
I would just say, don't be afraid to take chances. You know what I mean? Go for it. I mean, when early on in my career too, I was really reserved with like even getting into investing. I just wanted to work, make my money, spent it. That's it. I didn't really save and stuff. But if you do got some money, invest it. Take a chance. Get the education. The earlier you get the education too, the sooner you can start this stuff too.
Yeah.
I didn't get this education until a couple years ago. So I guess that'd be the biggest, you know, advice for that. Get the education sooner. If I would have had this freaking education 10, 15 years ago, oh man, I don't even know where I'd be. But
Yeah, you know,
it's all good. It's God's
yeah,
plan.
me and my wife
Yeah.
talk about this all the time. We always say like this generation is different because I feel like they're a little bit more on their game about like I feel like our generation we learn either the hard way or it took us forever to like
Like
it was-
BS.
Yeah, we kind of like BS.
Trade school, the streets.
Yeah,
Right.
shit. You
And-
learn it on your
but
own.
me and her always talk about it, and we're always kind of like this new generation. If you kind of notice, man, it's a little different. You don't
They're
really,
sharp.
you don't really see like young girls pregnant as much as they were back then,
That's true,
or
that's
like
true.
or like you know, people like knuckleheads, like you can see people wanting to be
Be something.
be owners,
Right,
and I feel
right.
like our generation, we started off.
And
Like you know, kind of
Half
wild
and
and
half.
crazy, and now
Yeah.
we're at the point where like, man, we want to do this.
Right,
And I feel like
right.
this generation is kind of a little step ahead of that. Do you
I know.
agree? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like with my like some of my friends that are my age, we're like they have more money than we did. How did they do? Where did we go
Oh
wrong?
man, I think the big difference is, Rihanna, I'm totally with you on it. Is they have such in-depth YouTube videos now.
Yeah.
I call it YouTube University. You can learn
Yeah.
anything on YouTube now.
You can
know what
learn
I mean?
anything.
I learned to weld on YouTube back in the day, but there's such in-depth videos now of people putting stuff out there, teaching people. Like again, like we're gonna put some stuff out there. People can go learn how to wholesale on a YouTube video.
We have access more.
Yeah, right.
They have access more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
TikToks, the TikToks.
Social
TikToks
media
were
was
out
it.
there,
Social
kids.
media is
TikTok.
what popped it off.
Oh, for sure.
We didn't
man.
have social media back in our day. Oh, we had what?
We had
MySpace.
MySpace.
Top 10 or whatever.
Yeah,
it
if
was.
you were on
Yeah.
my top 10,
That didn't
solid,
teach
man.
us anything though.
No,
but,
it didn't.
you know,
No, hell no. I just
You
realized
know?
who our real friends were. Who they
Yeah.
are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like a party line.
Bro, I'm freaking learning. I'm learning how to cook like my grandma's Mexican food off a YouTube. I mean, a free YouTube video or TikTok video. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, they
man.
give you everything. They give
60
you
seconds,
everything.
yeah, the ingredients,
Yeah,
it's
everything.
crazy. So that's the advantage I think they have, but
Yeah.
yeah, they should use it. You
That's
know?
dope. Well, you know what, man? We appreciate you coming, bro. Like,
Thank you guys for having me.
I say this all the time. I have a list. I've had a long list for this show. You were on this list.
Appreciate it,
As soon
man.
as I
Yes,
made
sir.
it, and then,
Appreciate it.
like I said, this show was made for you, for people like you, for like we said, we want to inspire for the future.
Yeah.
People, real estate agents, the entrepreneurs. Like this is what this show represents.
go-getters.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
go-getters. Thank you so much, bro, for coming. And,
was an
and
honor, man.
And just
Thank you
giving
guys
us
for having
those
me.
gems,
Thank
bro.
you.
Like
Bro.
you were giving us gems. You giving us some game of what it takes to be a hustler. You know what I mean? Like, and that's
sure.
you know we love it, man. But thank you again, man. Let's make some noise for Frank. You know what I mean? For coming
Yeah,
through.
Frank the Tank.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
hell yeah.
God bless.
And for everybody, you know, that supports us, thank you so much. You know, we've been doing
Yes.
very well. We've been making some big moves lately.
Yes.
You know, but it's all because of the support.
That's right.
All because of you guys.
It's all because
Thank
of the
you.
support. We can do what we do, but the support has been coming from you guys. Thank you so much. And shout out to J Legacy HD
J
Elite for
Elite.
his show, Ferocious Fridays.
Yes.
Shout out to DT for his show, Play It Loud
DT,
show.
Play It
You know what I
Out.
mean? We got a lot of big things coming up with High Def
Yes.
Entertainment. The Chop Shop is just starting, and you know, because of people like Frank, it's gonna keep growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Please give us a like, subscribe, and stay tuned.
Hit that button.
Peace.